there are 50 shades of blue.
50 shades of blue! Blue clear react!
Subscribe!
So what I decided to do today was, if Mr. Pokke was going to cosplay me, why don't I cosplay Mr. Pokke? With no capacity to offend anybody in the world. Let's get right on into it. Alright, everybody, Mr. Tontas here, back at it again with a nuclear react to SaintPokke. Back here again with Hoyo deserves our apology. So, been really looking forward to this video. A lot of stuff to look forward to. Let's react to it, everybody. Hoyo deserves our apology.
Honkai Star Rail's 1.5 year
1.5 boba, insane anniversary, 1.5, that's less than 2 but more than 1, insane.
anniversary was one of the greatest gifts that could have been given to the player base. It delivered the biggest dump of content with
Big dump. Hoyoverse dumped on us. They dumped all over our chests, all the content, insane.
ever seen in preparation for a new region and version of the game. Drip marketing isn't quite the right word to use here, it's more like a flood.
A flood? Nuclear flood.
What's clear from the reaction across the entire community is that Hoyoverse cooked.
Hoyoverse cooked. Insane chef, Michelin star meal, 5 Michelin stars.
And proved that every single harsh critique regarding their character design and world building was made far too quickly. The level of scrutiny this company and game were under since its launch was absolutely absurd. Absurd criticism, absurd controversy, absurd summary, insane. Now that Hoyoverse has finally had the time to fully flesh out their vision for this game, it's safe to say they know exactly what they're doing. It's beyond fair to admit that Honkai Star Rail patches were a little bit lacking.
Nuclear react.
Since the huge map expansion we had in version
Small boba.
1.0. There are a lot of well-justified reasons for that, and today we'll be taking the time to explore what those reasons are. A lot of people have been saying Gacha is dead.
Nuclear death, Gacha.
When Honkai Star Rail is just one game in the industry dominated by giants.
Kuro Games, the biggest company in gacha gaming. Hoyoverse stands no chance, ladies and gentlemen. No chance. NetEase, Aniplex, too much. 3v1. Hoyoverse is 3v1ing. Neutrally speaking, Hoyoverse is 3v1ing the entire gacha space right now. So we must say sorry.
Who's really to blame for that? As always, if you're enjoying this content, please hit that like and subscribe.
I will hit the dislike and unsubscribe button.
When designing Amphoros, the devs promised that the entire region would be a co-creation between Hoyoverse and the player base.
True co-creation, neutral creation, neutrally insane co-creation with the devs and the player base. You heard it here first, folks.
Between Hoyoverse and the player base. They promised to address the concerns raised in version 2.0, including sparse interaction between playable characters, odd story pacing, and
Charmony Banana Visor.
a lack of life in the overworld. Amphoros, with its vibrant cities,
Vibrant editing. Neutrally insane editing to show vibrancy. How insane vibrant. Super vibrant with the dark red and the darker red. Vibrant.
setting, lively atmosphere, and abundance of interactivity.
Abundance, aboba.
Even amongst peers, is the breath of fresh air everyone was looking for. After 6 months of grinding in desiccated areas like Soul Glad Studios or the port city of the Golden Hour, Amphoros,
The port city of the Golden Hour. The port city of the Golden Hour. Aboba.
offers a massive shift in tone. The differences becomes even clearer when comparing the Xianzhou Luofu, Belobok, or the Golden Gaul. The city is alive with the introduction of the Herta and Aglaea that walk, talk, and
Nuclear Herta!
interact like people. The possibilities for storytelling and interactivity across 3.0 quests are higher than ever. Unless this teaser is the biggest bait in gacha gaming, Hoyoverse is
Biggest bait, neutrally speaking, the biggest bait in gacha gaming here, right here, folks. Right here, the biggest bait.
promising a lot in M4S based on its setting alone. That promise becomes even more significant when we review its immaculate drip marketing and cast of playable characters. Hoyoverse took the critics of a bland, dark palette in the 2.0 roster.
Bland, dark palette, bland palette, bright red, bright bland, neutrally bland, nuclearly bland.
To heart when designing their latest editions. They've created the most unique blend of aesthetics we've seen so far. There are 50 shades of blue and
50 shades of blue! 50 shades of blue! Blue clear react! Blue clear meltdown!
plenty of other colors, even for characters whose attributes are clearly something like remembrance. Just like with lightning elements, we saw a similar betrayal of an attribute's typical color with the release of Aglaea, who had a golden team while dealing lightning damage. The fact that Hoyoverse
golden color but lightning damage. Who cares that the color of lightning is yellow and gold?
allows this level of art.
Lightning is not actually purple in real life. Who cares though?
Artistic freedom in their designs means any future release has that same level of potential. And it's not just the colors. The outfits these characters wear are some of the most...
What outfit? Nuclear back photo. All you can see is 1/3 of her full outfit. Nuclear design.
unique, fashionable,
Again, 1/5 of the entire person. Just the collar. Nuclear outfit.
and tasteful we have ever seen. Togas, Greek accurate clothes, and half-naked men.
Let's play that one more time.
Greek accurate clothes and half-naked men
Half naked react.
create a dazzling blend of modern design, classical themes, and straight up like 300 just like the movies.
This is furious.
If nobody in this lineup fits the bill for you, you must be one of the pickiest people on the planet. This diversity, and most importantly, the departure from Gunnar break allegations, can only make
Gunnar bait.
the game more accessible to a wider portion of the gaming population. Hoyoverse checked off a lot of boxes when it came to their character design in M4S, and the reaction to their 1.5-year anniversary bomb is confirmation enough. These characters are hype. Once again, we can see that Hoyoverse's limited content across version 2.0 to 3.0 wasn't due to a lack of budget, manpower, or resources. It was because they dedicated
Nuclear budget. Neutral balancing of roadmaps.
so much development time to crafting this beautifully unbelievable region and designing an awesome cast of characters. That incredible aesthetic didn't stop with their outfits. These characters are also offering some of the most interesting and mysterious weapon combinations we've seen in
Nuclear fairy. Nuclear staff. Neutral puppet.
Panacony. Popular combinations including gunblades,
Gunblade. Gunblade. Gunblade.
guitar cases,
Guitar cases? Invisible weapon.
summoning enslaved pets, and even more unique designs are coming up. Each promises unique attack animations
my God.
that are very
Oh my
wildly
God.
from
Oh
existing
my God.
builders
Oh,
of the
boba.
same roster. We've seen what these developers can make firsthand. If there's one thing Hoyoverse didn't sacrifice across version 2.0, it was the quality of their limited characters kits, and there's no reason for them to stop now.
Nuclear
One of the
Acheron.
biggest challenges Hoyoverse faced in version 2.0 was the
Abobacaron.
massive pivot they made in storytelling and world building. According to developer interviews, this shift was one
Devs listened.
of the hardest parts of the development process during the early months of release. With that explanation in mind, it makes sense why there seemed to be so little content surrounding the main story quest progression in the later half of the version. Instead, patches focused on developing the cultural significance of Penacony and its festivals in 2.6, the background lore of Rare Pass Brainrot, the
Nuclear Brainrot,
and facial parts in 2.4, and Yanqing's potential for individual character progression in 2.5. While rewriting the story to better fit their vision, Hoyoverse laid the groundwork for the real story in Honkai Star Rail, what we will experience in 3.0. Hoyoverse
story.
rewarded their player base with one of the
3.0.
best 1.5 anniversary gifts possible. An absurd amount
Nuclear
of hype
1.5.
won for us with the introduction of Flame Chasers, or Core Flames as you guys know from now. This was driven by the review of its incredible
Boba.
cast of 13 characters in a uniquely refreshing setting inspired by Greece. Systems like the Simulated Universe, throwback to Honkai Impact 3, and the Astro Express as a home base were firmly established by the end of 2.0, setting players up with the tools to experience Amphoros to the fullest potential. With the PS5 version releasing 1 year ago, since
1 year ago, Boba neutral release 1 year ago.
they didn't have any hardware issues, the lack of a skip button will let new players experience the best Honkai Star Rail has to offer, because having a skip button doesn't make a story good.
Neutrally skipped. Neutral button.
Hoyoverse has made enjoying their game as easy as possible, and this will only continue in 3.0 as seen from the revamped relic system that allows substat selector and substat rerolls. Gacha
Whoa,
might have struggled
nuclear
in 2024,
reroll.
and Honkai Star Rail's backloaded development for 3.0 may have contributed to the problem. However, Hoyoverse invested heavily in Amphoros during the later
Heavy
half of
investment.
2024.
Heavily.
Unlike giants in the industry with bigger
Hoyoverse. Nuclear underdogs. Nuclear underdogs. Nuclear underdogs in Gacha. Kuro Games. Kuro Games. Giants. Neutrally speaking, giants.
budgets, Hoyoverse made that investment count. You can't help but wonder why companies like Kuro Games, with two massive titles in the genre, weren't able to save Gacha in 2024. Hoyoverse's struggle were evident, and they openly admitted these challenges to the player base. They dedicated most of their live stream to reaffirming their commitment to the game and the players. They promised
Nuclear
to listen to
commitment.
critiques and implement changes to satisfy the community. They followed through on those promises in version 2.0, and with 3.0, they've only doubled down on that dedication.
Nuclear
this game
double
has
down.
received a lot of criticism, some justified, but much of it unwarranted. Many are simply unfamiliar with a developer who genuinely plays and enjoys their own game and makes changes based
Devs
on their
listen.
philosophy rather than
Devs
focusing
listen.
purely on profit. This is a company that won the
Greedy.
best mobile game for years,
Nuclear
ever since
greed.
Genshin Impact. With a developer like this, enjoying Honkai Star Rail will only get easier. As always, if you have enjoyed this content, please hit the like and subscribe button.
Okay.
And that's all for today.
Mr. Tontas here, back at it again with another react to our very good friend SaintPokke. Thank you, SaintPokke, for that amazing video. Amazing video. Very nuclear content, very nuclear react, very nuclear take on how amazing the Honkai Star Rail devs are and why Hoyo truly deserves our nuclear apology. Nuclear apology.
Peace out.